Welcome to Life After Corporate, your ultimate guide for making the leap from corporate leader to entrepreneur. I'm Deb Boulanger, entrepreneur, executive leader, and founder of the Launch Lab for Women Entrepreneurs. This is your time to break through the glass ceiling once and for all and get your ticket to the C-suite. Come back each week to get the leading strategies, advice, and tools that will give you the skills and confidence you need to replace your corporate paycheck. Are you ready? Let's go. Are you wasting money investing in the wrong strategies? When you first start out, cash is something that you want to protect. For many new entrepreneurs, it's hard to know what you should be investing in, and you can easily end up burning through your cash quickly on things that don't have a return. So when you make an investment that doesn't have a payoff, you're making an investment for emotional reasons, and emotional investments will make you broke. Hey, my friend, welcome back to another episode of Life After Corporate. And if you're catching our show for the first time, welcome home. It's here that you will get no BS advice about how to create a sustainable services business that will help you replace your corporate paycheck, make an impact with your work, and create the freedom that you crave. There is no glass ceiling here, my friend. You are the CEO. And thank you for the podcast love, Brentwood Caro, who left us a review. And she says, Deb is a powerhouse, well-spoken, articulate, gets to the point, no fluff, and is a fabulous resource for intelligent entrepreneurial females looking to learn, grow, and expand. Thank you. Aw, thank you so much, Brentwood Caro. It really does help others find the show and tune in when you take time to write a review. So on to today's topic. When you first start out, it might feel like you have a long runway. So maybe you've saved and you have 6 months or even a year to get your business off the ground. What many new entrepreneurs fail to realize is that it might take 2 years to replace your paycheck and to begin growing from there. So it becomes really important to invest wisely. The only trick is that buying is an emotional decision. And I confess, I've done this too. Once in a really big way in my first 2 years in business. So I frequently mention that there was a year-long program that I invested in when I first started out. A good friend of mine was part of the faculty of that program, and it provided exactly what I needed then, which was a roadmap for how to take my skills, package them, price them, generate momentum in my business to hit my first 6 figures. And it was a big investment. It was a $10,000 investment, which at the time seemed like a lot for me. And I learned a ton of great stuff in that program. That's where I met Natasha, who we talked to, I think it was episode number 8, when Natasha and I got together and we talked about, is now a time to sell? So that's where I met Natasha, and that was a great relationship for me. I coached privately with her as well as learned from her in this program. And it was what I needed then, right? So it was my roadmap. And I recouped that investment within a few months. So certainly 10,000 was a big investment, but within that program, I even got some clients. So it's not that I didn't recoup my investment. It was a great investment. And the next year I went to that coach's annual event. So frequently, at least when in the days when we were getting together personally, right? These coaches, high-powered multiple seven-figure coaches will have an annual conference or an annual event where they give you lots of great advice. And at the end of the event, they invite you to enroll in their core offer or maybe even their high-end program. So it was that next year, and I went to that coach's annual event, and I was on the success panel, and you'll find this is pretty much a formula too. There's always a panel of clients who have been working with this coach for the past year or more who talk about their experience and what they've been able to achieve in their business. And it was, I was on the success panel for this event sharing my story. And it was at the end of this program that I was kind of sad right? I was sad because I had made so many friends. I had been with this cohort of women and these coaches for 2 years. And I was a little bit afraid to just like fly the nest and go it alone without the support of my coach. So I knew that this was their enrollment time. And at the end of this event, she would be opening up registration for the next cohort of the group that I just finished, as well as her inner circle. And I know I didn't need to enroll in another year in the program that I had been in, but the inner circle was this prestigious elite group of entrepreneurs who she would personally advise in the next 12 months. And I don't remember the exact investment for that, but it felt like $30,000. Maybe it was 25, but it was way up there. All I remember is that it made me sweat. It made me sweat, and it was all the balance that I had left on my credit card. And I wasn't going to do it because my rational brain said it wasn't the responsible thing to do. But I had recouped my investment from the first year, so I kept going back and forth in my mind. I couldn't decide what to do. Then at the lunch, so if you've ever been to one of these events, there's the lunch on the last day where it's the last chance to enroll in the program. And all the people who enroll get taken to lunch and they sit at the table with the coach. And I didn't go. I didn't sign up before lunch. And I saw all the others coming back into the room, and they were wearing these lanyards with these like amazing like gemstones around their name tags. And all the rest of us had, those plain, boring, just fabric lanyards around our necks. And I noticed that some of my friends in the program had stepped up to join the inner circle. And I had total FOMO, fear of missing out. So I pulled out my credit card and I was sweating. I was sweating. I had an anxiety attack. I had this little panic attack and I pulled out my credit card and boom, I had invested that $25,000 or $30,000 to be in that inner circle. And the truth is, in that moment, I had made an emotional decision with my investment. And I'll be honest, I never did recoup that investment. And I also spent more than that because I had 3 trips to California from New York to meet with my cohort. And in all honesty, I was a little bit peeved with myself when it was over because not only was it a waste of money, but it was also a waste of my time. It's kind of like when you spring for that high-end designer outfit that costs thousands of dollars and you realize months later that you were kind of sold into that outfit and you don't even feel good being in it. And what you're really craving right now is a pair of great fitting jeans. So it was the idea of buying something that was expensive that led you to think, I'm worth it. And you made an emotional investment, but it's not what you really needed. And it wasn't a staple in your wardrobe that you could really build from. And the same is true of your business. When you first get started, you need to invest in wardrobe staples. The business staples you really need are the tools that help you make money. So let's go over the basics of your wardrobe when you first start out. You need clarity on who you're selling to and also clarity on who you don't want to work with because both are equally important. And you need a problem that you can solve that people are willing to pay to make go away. You need a unique brand promise, which is a unique solution, a unique promise that you're making to the market that enables you to stand alone as an expert in your market as, the one to go to for whatever it is you do. So I am the one to go to if you're making the leap from corporate to entrepreneur and you need a solid roadmap to follow. So what is your market position? What are you known for as the one to go to, right? And most of all, you need to prove that your business model will work. If you're packaging low-end services like membership, let's just take memberships for an example. You'll need to sell hundreds, if not thousands, of those low-end packages to make any real money. And I'm a huge fan of top down or middle out. launching when you first get started. So what that means is sell your highest priced offering first. And it just makes sense, right? If you think about it, if you're selling something that's multiple thousands of dollars, whether it's your mid-tier program or your high-end offering, you only need to sell a few of them to start making some real money. But if you're selling something that's really affordable because you think it's an easy investment for people to make, you will need to sell thousands of them to even begin making a dent in your paycheck. So you need to prove that your business model will work, and you need a strategy, systems, and tools to attract and create relationships with your ideal buyers who haven't yet made that decision to work with you. And in a way that it doesn't require your personal time to constantly be chasing leads, So here's constantly chasing leads. What I think of when I think of that is being on LinkedIn and getting these random messages from all these people who I don't know, who have something to sell me, who know nothing about me. So to me, that's chasing leads. And when you're cultivating relationships with people and you're inviting them into your circle to get to know you, and you're continually providing them value. So that's a strategic system that cultivates relationships with people who are potential buyers, and it doesn't require your personal time to be constantly chasing them. Because the challenge is, online advertising is a shopper's paradise, right? So you're not sure of what you need first to grow your business. So if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you might be tempted by a gorgeous website here or a nice logo there, or how you can write a best-selling book or get 10,000 Instagram followers. You can get a new degree or certification that gives you additional credibility. You can become a compelling speaker and learn to make six figures just speaking from the stage. You can learn how to develop an online course and earn passive income. You can get killer marketing secrets and develop a $1 million coaching empire. So you hear where I'm going here, right? And if you're getting these ads on your Instagram or your Facebook feeds, you know exactly what I mean. So I could go on and on and on and list all of the many, many, many bright, shiny objects, those programs that could be $19.97 here or $3,000 there, and some more high-end, $6,000, $10,000. You get my drift, right? So your shopping habit for new services and things that you want to learn and things that you think are important into your business may eat away at your cash, and it puts you at a greater risk of hurting your financial future. So the truth is, my friend, most of these investments are emotional investments. They're emotional because they come from this place of, I don't know enough, or I'm not good enough to be successful with what I already have and what I already know. So I want you to hear me there. They come from a place of, I'm not good enough, or I don't know enough. And the truth is, the only thing that you need when you first start out is a client. You need a client, and then another client, and then another client. And you need confirmation that you have proof that your ideal client wants to buy what you're selling. You know what they struggle with. You know what they need. You have the skills to solve that problem. And you need a compelling message and the courage and confidence to go out there and be seen and heard with that message. Those are your business wardrobe basics. And I know how overwhelming it is when there are so many pieces to choose from, especially when it comes to your accessories, right? So what do you really need to stand out in your market? Do you really need a gorgeous website when you first start out, or the most amazing logo? These are your business accessories. Are they important now? No. Listen, I would put money on the fact that your big idea will shift and change as you get more clarity on your ideal client, your messages, and your offers. So, do you need another certification or another degree? In most cases, you don't. That's just a security blanket for this deep-seated lack of confidence. It's a tell. It's just a tell. It's a tell that you doubt in your ability, that you doubt your ability that you can really pull this off. And going for a new degree or a new certification feels good because it feels like you're being productive. You're doing something, you're taking action, but it takes time and it takes money and it distracts you from building out the basics of your business wardrobe. So do you need to grow your Instagram following? That's a valid question. Do you need to become viral on TikTok? Well, probably not. Do you need to learn how to become a compelling keynote speaker or write a book? And the truth is, only if that's how you see yourself earning an income in the short term. Becoming an author and a speaker is a great strategy. It builds credibility, it builds a following, it builds a platform for you as an expert. And it's also a longer runway to start building steady income. And if you're feeling overwhelmed and don't know what to do next, find a coach or a mentor, someone who you can trust, who is an expert at getting a business off the ground. Join networks of colleagues who are a bit ahead of you and who can offer you great advice. To get more support from us on your business launch, join us on Facebook in the Life After Corporate Facebook group. It's here that you'll get the extra love that you crave on your journey with some free mini courses, some first dibs at new trainings, and a community of supportive women who have left the corporate world and are growing profitable businesses without burning through their savings. And if you already know you need to build the basics of your startup strategy, join me. Join us in the Launch Lab for Women Entrepreneurs. We're starting up a new cohort of women who have left the corporate or nonprofit world to make an impact with their work and want to make strategic decisions on where to invest their money and replace and grow that paycheck that they left behind. So is now your time? Is this your time to get clear on your ideal client? Is this your time to stand out in your market and package and price your services to align to your value? Ooh, that one is juicy. Aligning to your value is key to accurately packaging and pricing your services. And it's one of those things that does kick up all your stuff. By the way, joining us just for that pricing discussion alone is worth the entire price of admission in the Launch Lab. So you can apply for the Launch Lab at launchlabaccelerator.com. There's a short video introduction from me there and an application for you to complete. The team will be back to you within 24 hours to schedule a time for us to talk, just you and me, and see if the Launch Lab is the right fit for you right now. So it's launchlabaccelerator.com, and we'll put the link in show notes. That's it for now, my friend. Remember to build out your business basics before you start investing in your business accessories. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time. Thanks for listening, my friend. If you enjoyed this show, please head over to iTunes and subscribe and leave us a review. And be sure to hop over to the Life After Corporate Facebook group and join other growing entrepreneurs to get weekly tips on how to create more money and meaning doing work you love.